In the changing shadows of time and consciousness, have you ever felt an echo or a whisper of places and people you used to know? Imagine being on the edge of a huge ocean of existence, and each wave that hits the shore brings back memories from past lives. Are these just dreams, or could they be pieces of your own long journey through space that are hidden in your old soul? Dolores Cannon was one of the first people to study past lives, and the idea that the soul lives on after death. She was so interested in these topics that she lit up the dark passages of time with her passion. Through her groundbreaking work in regression therapy, she opened the doors to memories that were buried deep in the subconscious, giving people a glimpse into the soul's life. Her many studies and writings have not only made us question what we think we know about reality, but they have also helped people who feel like they have ancient wisdom inside them. There is a question at the start of this story. Are you an old soul? The old soul refers to the essence of people who seem to remember, even if only vaguely, the sounds of Earth's past. They whisper to themselves, "Oh my goodness, I'm back again," as they see familiar sights from a world they've been to before. This knowledge is a gift that helps them find their way through life's many challenges, but it also comes with the weight of knowing too much, too soon. In today's busy world, some people stand out because they have a strong sense of what's right. They look at the world through the lens of what they have learned over thousands of years. The simple things that people do now seem strange to them. These are the special souls, which are beings from other worlds that help us learn and understand things. Let's say a ghost comes to Earth and has to decide whether to hold on to a small memory from a past life or let it go. This is the story of many old souls who live in the world today. Their stories are full of things they've learned and done in the past. As kids, they first heard whispers of memories from before they were born. As adults, they had deep spiritual awakenings. Their whole lives have been a search for deeper truths, guided by an inner knowing that goes beyond what they can see or touch. It's not a big deal for them to figure out who they really are. It's more of a quiet understanding of how they got here and now. These people like being alone because they can hear the whispers of the universe when everything else is quiet. This is a normal part of spiritual growth, not a sign of being alone. You should think about things and connect with the energies that flow through everything. They often have times when they are on their own as they go through life. This time alone isn't because they want to be lonely. In fact, they need to get away from the crazy energies of a world that seems so stranger. While they are alone, old souls often feel the most connected to the world around them, not to other people. They are drawn to the peace and quiet of nature. They feel better in places like forests, the ocean, or the night sky, which are very quiet. In places like this, they remember that they are connected to the earth and its never-ending cycle. It can be hard for old souls to make deep connections in a world that values shallowness, even though they need to be alone. They are looking for a few people who can see into their souls and talk to them about the mysteries of the universe, the soul, and the hidden links that connect everything. It's not just that people want to be friends with kindred spirits. They also want to find people who understand and care about the same things they do. Old souls are very wise because they have lived many lives looking for the truth and the way to achieve it. They want to learn because they want to, not because they need to, but because they want to understand things better. Philosophy, spirituality, art, and reading books can lead us to lost worlds, help us understand the past, and lead us to new ways of seeing things. They want to learn everything because they may have been scholars, mystics, or keepers of ancient secrets in a past life. Being able to see time not as a straight line, but as something that flows and repeats is one of the deepest things about having an old soul. They know that this life is just a stop along the way for the soul, a place to learn and grow. Being aware of this makes you feel separate from the material world and its problems, which don't last long. People with this rare souls can see past the present moment and know that this life is only temporary while the spirit stays the same forever. For this amazing souls, life is a dance of light and shadow, shape and void, knowing and not knowing. They agree with this paradox because they know that real wisdom comes from finding a balance between things that are different. In their hearts, they carry the peace of old forests, the silence of the ocean, and the space of the sky. It shows that even in a weird and crazy world, there is still beauty, a reason for living, and a way to get back to the light. Old souls come forward to show people how to reach a higher state of consciousness just before big changes happen in the world. They shine like lights in the dark because they know a lot about spiritual truths and what the rules are for everyone. They give lost people advice and help them find their way. Every living thing is connected to them, and we are all connected to them. This makes us feel calm when things are going badly. This world today is really tough for old souls to live in. In a world of fast technological change, social upheaval, and environmental disaster, it is their job to stay balanced and help the world heal. For the most part, this means coming up with new ways to use both old and new information to make long-lasting solutions that are good for the environment and help people get along. It can be hard for old souls to be real in a world that places a lot of value on conformity and showiness. These deep needs to be truly expressed also show up in their relationships, where they want more than just common ground. They want to connect on a soul level, which shows how deep and complicated they are. For them, learn to let their hearts open while keeping their safe places inside. They find the right balance between being alone and having other people around. They don't teach with words. They teach by the way they live. They teach us how to be real, how to accept being weak, and how to find strength in being sensitive. They tell other people to start their own spiritual journeys by following the principles of kindness, understanding, and love, which don't depend on anything. This makes you more aware and mindful of how you are living. How an old soul changes the world around them reveals what is going on inside of them. They help to awaken the collective consciousness as they progress on their spiritual path and grow as people. At first, they are trying to get better and understand their place in the world. This leads to change and encourages others to think, learn, and grow. Old souls leave their mark on the hearts of those they touch and on the subtle changes they bring about in the collective mind. Sometimes things don't go as planned, but the old souls among us are strongholds of hope. People with these souls dream of a new time and a world where peace, harmony, and understanding are the most important things. They're not just guesses. They come from strong faith that people can get past their problems and become more spiritual. In their dreams, people live in harmony with nature. New technologies make life better without harming the earth. And societies are based on fairness, equality, and respect for each other. At the heart of the old soul's vision is a big picture view that shows how all living things are linked. Whether it's in government, healthcare, or education, they fight for systems that see how these things are connected. Holistic medicine, eco-friendly living, and school systems that care for the whole person, mind, body, and spirit are all areas where old souls are leaving their mark. All of these things are making people want to live in a more connected way. They know that art can make people feel better, move them, and wake them up. Through art like music, painting, writing, and more, old souls share their visions with others. This makes other people feel things and brings about changes. Many of their works have messages that will last forever. They connect the physical and the spiritual and show us the deepest parts of what it means to be human. In order to bring about the new age, old souls know that community is key. These people want people to be able to share, learn, and help each other on their paths. These towns are not physically connected to each other, but they have the same values and want the same thing. These groups have experienced leaders, whether they meet in person or online. They are places where people can meet, talk, get healed, and work together on projects that aim to make the world a better place for everyone. Some people who hold on to old beliefs don't really believe them or understand them. But these problems are also chances to grow because they make old souls more determined, help them see their goals more clearly, and help them think of new ways to talk about and achieve their goals. We have hope in their ideas, even though the world has problems that have never been seen before. Old souls who are very wise and have perspectives that transcend this world are in charge of this significant change. Because they are there and do things, a chain reaction is happening that affects many people around the world and makes us all want to wake up. At the heart of this awakening is the idea that we are all linked. The false walls that have kept people apart for a long time are being broken down by old souls who are filled with love, compassion, and understanding. They fight for causes that do not depend on race, culture, or country. They want a world where people celebrate their differences and see how we are all linked. Through social media campaigns, grassroots projects, and global movements, they are making people feel like they are all part of the same global community and that we are all responsible for each other and the planet. A strong way to make things different in this new era is to share information and knowledge. People with old souls write, teach, and make art, which adds to this growing body of spiritual knowledge. People who are looking for information from the past can now get it. Their teachings are like a lighthouse. They point the way to truth and personal growth based on the age-old ideas of love, harmony, and connection. Tech, which most people see as a bad thing, can bring people together and help them grow spiritually in the hands of old souls. The internet helps people who agree with each other share ideas that can make things better and work together to make things better. These include podcasts, webinars, and online communities where people from all over the world can feel safe and learn together. They want to help each other on their spiritual paths. There are some rough spots on the path to a consciousness that is awake everywhere. They don't want to fall apart because they are based on greed, competition, and separation in the old world. But old souls are strong-willed and hopeful when they face these problems. They know that every problem is an opportunity to learn and grow, and that the darkness we are in now is a sign of better things to come. Some people want to help bring about a new earth because of their unwavering faith and commitment to their vision. Our idea of the future is that the values that old souls lived by and shared will guide our whole lives. In this future, people have reached their full greatness, not because they have lots of money or advanced technology, but because they opened their hearts and saw how spiritually connected we all are. Let's stay on this path, filled with love, happiness, and the knowledge that we are building a new world together.